In June, I got like very suddenly a herniated disc, along with a couple of other just back issues that chiropractors, doctors weren't really able to figure out. I work as a nanny, as a caretaker, and I'm also like in the theater world. So it was like every single one of these things was in a way like taken. You know, it was like all of these things I need to be able to move. I need to be able to bend over. I need to be able to sweep. I need to be able to pick up toys, need to be able to like dance, need to be able to stand. And it got to a point really, really quickly where I could not stand for more than 5 minutes, couldn't walk for a block without having to take a break, couldn't sit comfortably, and even laying down, I had to like find a very specific position where it wouldn't shoot down. So it was like constant pain, like for months.
We'd been praying for Becca for a while, and we knew about her physical pain, pain in her back and in her leg, and we'd kind of seen how that was impacting her. But Rendell just reached out asking for prayer because they were going to need to look into treatment. The treatment was expensive, and they were just feeling a little bit overwhelmed and in over their heads with that process and what was to come, and sort of the burden physically, financially, emotionally on their family.
And so Ben and I just kind of had it on our hearts that we would like to help financially, and then opened it up to the group, and the response was so striking. I think at the time I had no gauge for how people would respond, and truly it was just the most like striking and beautiful thing, because we opened it up and within like minutes it was like people were just being so generous, and people who we know like maybe don't even have that much financial margin were being so generous, and people who, out of the love of their hearts and their love for the Lord and their desire to share and be generous, it was just striking.
That was just so crazy to see the instantaneous willingness and dedication and generosity of our community group. Just member after member who wanted to reach and bless a couple in need. And that's what community is about. That's the beauty of it, to see the love of Jesus manifest through different members in our community group just coming together and blessing one another.
It just lifted such a burden off of both me and Rendell, because we're like, we not only had a hope for, healing. It was so much more than that. There were people who were truly praying for us, but like putting those prayers into action too. So months went by. I was getting fantastic care, and still like a lot of questions were left unanswered about my back. And I was getting really frustrated. Come November, especially November, December, I was just like frustrated. And then what's crazy is like God hears that, and he kept telling me like, trust me, like I'm a healer. I've given you these things, like just trust me. But on January 1st, I woke up for the first time with no pain in my back. Like all of a sudden, I woke up every single morning with pain. Up until then, I went to bed with pain every single night. And for the first time ever, legitimately January 1st, woke up and was like, there's nothing, there's no pain at all. What a blessing it is to be able to actually like stand in his presence. Like, I didn't realize how big of a deal that is. I can jump and I can sing and I can wave my hands and I could do anything that I want with this physical body that the Lord has given me and has like healed. Then my mind can just be at peace too. The Lord saw that like I needed to learn to trust him through all the pain, but he still was like, it's only gonna last a season. And the way to make it only last a season is like your community coming alongside you and being like, okay, let's get this going, you know? It's the best. They're the best. They really are.